What's up, you guys? It is Levi here. Welcome to the very first cybersecurity education video of 2022. And I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful 2022. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. But hey, this is the second time recording this video because I accidentally forgot to turn the microphone on the first time I recorded it. So my year's starting out pretty well, as you can see. But anyway, so there's many of you out there that started the year out with, I was going to say cybersecurity resolutions, but we're getting to that pretty soon. But you started it out with New Year's resolutions. And by the time you've seen this video, a lot of you have probably already failed those resolutions. Well, fortunately for you all, I have some resolutions for you that you have the entire year to work on them. And those are cyber resolutions. And in today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 cybersecurity resolutions that you all should be taking action on in 2022. Because if you take the actions to do all of these cyber resolutions for 2022, you will be able to drastically reduce your odds of being involved in a cyber attack, or reduce the mental pain that you'll have if you are involved in a cyber attack. Many of you have been watching my videos on this channel for several years now, and if you have, you know that each and every single year I come out with a cyber resolutions video. And each and every single year I preach to you all that if you complete those cybersecurity resolutions, that the next year's video you can post down below in the comments that you completed those resolutions. So if you did that last year, go ahead and comment down below on what you completed. And don't worry, if you didn't see that video and you're new to this channel, or you didn't do that last year, you have all year to finally complete those resolutions. And by next year's video, when I come out with a new cyber resolutions video in 2023, you can comment down below in that video saying, Levi, I kicked buns on those cyber resolutions. And then tell me what you all accomplished. And hopefully it's all of them. But hey, if you only complete one or a few of them, that's good too. I just want you all to make progress to help you better protect yourselves from the cybersecurity threats out there in the world. Alright, so moving on to the cyber resolutions. Number 1. Turning on 2FA, also known as two-factor authentication. I have a video that talks about everything that you need to know about two-factor authentication, but I'll post a link down below in the description so that you can check that out. So you want to turn on two-factor authentication for every single website and application that you are using. And the reason that you want to turn on two-factor authentication for all of those is because if you happen to fall for a scam, or your password happens to get involved in a data breach, the only thing that's going to save your buns is two-factor authentication. And two-factor authentication, a brief description for you, those of you that don't know, is where you have a second factor to prove you are who you are besides your password when you go to sign into an application or website. A lot of you probably have seen where you go to sign into an application or website and you get a text message with a number. That is two-factor authentication. There's also different methods, such as being able to use an app on your phone to generate numbers that you can type in, using an app and clicking approve on your phone to allow you in. using a physical key such as a YubiKey, or using your email. So you get an email when you sign into an application, you have to hit a link or type in a code from the email. Those are all forms of 2FA. And on this list, I would say if you're going to accomplish any of these this year, this is the most important one, because it will reduce the odds of your account getting hacked by 99%. All right, and another thing with this, since I can't count, there is a 1B to this cyber resolution. And that 1B is to use 2FA not based on text or phone calls. Because if you use 2FA based on text or phone calls, you could be involved in SIM jacking. I have a video on what SIM jacking is. If you want to learn every single detail about it, I'll post it down below in the description. But a high-level overview of SIM jacking is when a bad hacker, or what we like to call the pirates, ARG, on this channel, go and convince your cell phone company to convert your phone number and move it over to their phone. And then they have access to your phone number. So then they can go ahead and receive phone calls and texts as if they were you. You can see how this could be a bad thing, because if you have two-factor authentication set up using those methods, they have your two-factor authentication codes. And if they have your password because you fell for a scam or your password was in a data breach, they can get into your accounts that are tied to that phone number through text or phone calls. So yeah, if at all possible, go ahead and use 2FA that is not based on text or phone calls, but is based on one of the other methods. But if that is your only option, it is better than doing no 2FA. Just having 2FA on at all is very, very important. All right, cyber resolution number 2. Get a password manager. I can't believe the number of people out there that I talk to that are like, oh yeah, I use the same password for everything. And more than likely, you are probably one of those people. And you need to stop doing that. Because if your password gets stolen from a pirate, through you falling for a scam or it being in a data breach, and you're using one password or the same set of passwords for each and every single website or application that you use, the pirate can just simply take that password and get into everything that you have. Unless, of course, you follow cybersecurity resolution number 1, turning on 2FA, which then they have to have your second factor as well. But cybersecurity resolution number 2 of using a password manager is going to make it that much harder, even if you have 2FA on. And it will help you drastically when you don't have 2FA on. Fortunately for you all, I have a ton of videos out there on using password managers, why you need one, how to set up a password manager for each major device out there, iPhone, Android, Windows, Mac, that you can check out down below in the description. I also have a video that talks about how to set strong passwords so that you can learn how to set a strong master password for that password manager, which you can check out below in the description as well. That password manager will allow you to set one complex master password and set a different password for each and every single website and application that you use. And make it so easy for you to do it. If you had to do it and remember all those passwords yourself, it would be very, very difficult. Alright, cybersecurity resolution number 3. Update your stuff. Now the next thing that bothers me when I see people out there, and you're probably one of these people as well, is people not updating their stuff. I'll go and do some work on somebody's phone or help them with something on their phone or their computer, and I look and there's an update out there. And a lot of times the update will be weeks or months old. Don't do that. Update your stuff immediately. And I'm talking about the devices that you use, such as your phone and computers. I'm talking about the applications on them, and even things such as the router in your house. And if you have old applications or old devices that no longer take updates because they're no longer supported, you need to replace those with something that does get updates. And the reason why updating quickly is so important is because hackers will take advantage of security holes in your devices, which are called vulnerabilities, and those updates basically close those holes so that the attackers can't use those to get in your device or your applications and then do whatever the F they want to your device or your applications. That's why it's so important to update stuff immediately, and why it's important that you have devices and applications that can be updated in the first place. The last thing I want to talk about in this area is home routers, like I mentioned. A lot of people don't update their home routers, and home routers can have security vulnerabilities, and guess what's the first thing that attackers or pirates can hit on your network? It's that home router, because it's the first device between your home network and the internet. And you want to make sure that's up to date, at least on a monthly basis, I would say. Quarterly at the minimum, if you can't do it on a monthly basis. And I know it's not necessarily easy to upgrade those devices, but go ahead and look up the model on your device and type it into YouTube or type it into Google and find a guide on how to update your router. Because if an attacker can break into your router, they have access to your entire home network and can do whatever the F they want to your home network. I would create videos on updating routers myself and post them on the channel, but unfortunately, it would cost me a ton of money to go out and buy each and every single one of those devices. So you'll have to use Google or YouTube other channels for that. All right, cybersecurity resolution number 4, back up your stuff. Alright, so in 2020 and 2021, most of you know that ransomware was very, very prevalent. And there was a lot of organizations that had their stuff ransomed, which a pirate went and installed malware on machines and then made it so that people cannot access their files without paying the pirates some moolah. And even worse, there's also something called wiperware that goes and just wipes out all the files so that you can't ever access them again. Those are really, really mean pirates. The best way to protect yourself from wiperware and ransomware is to back up your stuff. And the best method to back up your stuff is using the 3-2-1 backup method. Fortunately for you all, I have a video on exactly how to do that method that you can check out down below in the description. So go ahead and follow that and get that set up on all of your devices so that you don't lose your precious stuff in the event of ransomware, in the event of wiperware, or if your device just straight up dies. Alright, finally, cybersecurity resolution number 5. And that is to continue learning cybersecurity concepts. So, knowledge is power, and the best way to help protect yourself from the cybersecurity threats out there is to be cyber aware. And the best way to do that is to constantly be looking at information that helps you learn how to protect yourself from those cybersecurity incidents. And you can do things such as watching videos on YouTube, on channels like mine. You can follow cybersecurity tips blogs and other resources that are out there. You just want to constantly be going out and seeking information on the latest cybersecurity trends and threats out there on a general level, and what you all can do to help protect yourselves from those threats. And then the other part of this resolution right here is when you're learning that information, if you learn something and you see someone else taking a bad action in cybersecurity, you need to tell them what the right action is. Because if they don't know what the right action is, they won't be able to protect themselves. And that's really the basic goal of my channel, is to be able to teach you all basic cybersecurity concepts. So first of all, you can protect yourselves, but not only so you all can protect yourselves, but you all can show others how to protect themselves, whether doing it through what you've learned from this channel or pointing them all back to this channel and other cybersecurity resources out there on the interwebs. So that is my last challenge for you all in 2022. So in review, the 5 things that you should be doing in 2022: turning on two-factor authentication, getting a password manager and using it to change your password to something strong and unique for each and every website and application that you use. I forgot to mention, you want to turn on 2FA for each and every single website and application that you use that supports it. Number 3, updating your stuff immediately and getting rid of the stuff that you can't update and replacing it with something that you can update. Number 4, backing up your stuff, so if you get ransomware and your device dies, or you get wiperware, you still have access to that information. And number 5, continuing to learn cybersecurity concepts and share those concepts with everyone that you know. And in extension of number 5, please, if you haven't already, make sure that you're smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing this video with everyone that you know, because all these actions help promote this channel on YouTube, and the more people that can see this content on this channel, the more can learn from this channel and protect themselves from the cybersecurity threats out there in the world. Also, make sure to check out the affiliate links down below in the description. Anything that you all sign up for down there will give commission back to me that I can use to help make this channel better for you all. Anyways, I hope you all learned a lot from this channel, and I wish you the best of luck at accomplishing all these resolutions in 2022, and I can't wait to hear from you all next year on what you all accomplished in my 2023 resolutions video. Anyway, thank you all so much, and have a fantastic day.